joining the live stream tonight. If you're just now joining, and if you're brand new to the YouTube channel, if you're watching over on YouTube, then I would appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the thumbs up, that would be awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. If you're able to hear me, I'd appreciate if you let me know that in the chat. That would be great. Just give me a sound check over there in either Facebook or YouTube Live. That would be awesome. And so I worked a lot in the eyes recently. We got quite a bit done. We're not all the way done. But I think what I'm going to do is move back over to some of the values in the shadows. Salmia, thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. So Salmia is watching over on YouTube Live, and Devin is over there as well. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and work in values again a little bit more. Just want to reestablish that really quick. Okay. I'm going to grab my dark flesh and start looking for areas that I want to be quite a bit darker. So I'll zoom in here just a little bit. It actually needs sharpened. All right. One of the darkest values that you're always going to have in a portrait is right up here next to the eye. And I always want to get that in pretty early. But then I also want to think about this tonal range in here. And I'm wanting to, this time, intentionally not create as big a range as what I could. And so some of the middle values I'm going to, and I haven't decided entirely how I'm going to do it yet, but some of the middle values I'm actually going to leave a little bit darker, and I won't lighten them up. Or if some of them aren't dark enough, I will darken them if they're too light right now. Okay. I haven't made up my mind on where all of those are going to be yet. But that's the plan right now. So if anyone is out there on Facebook, if you can let me know if you can hear me okay, that would be great. If anyone ever happens to be on Twitter watching the stream, that would be good to know that as well. All right. So as I go down the nose, then I want to lighten up the dark value. I don't want it to be quite as dark. I want a lighter value as I get closer towards the end of the nose. So everything up here, though, will be darker. And then right in the middle here, I've got this side plane of the nose. It's reflecting a little bit of light from some of this ambient light around here. Here we go. Hey, Jan. Yeah, I'm really late. I had, I had a lot of things going on. I had 5 calls today, so yeah, a little late today. Almost ready for bed. Thought I'd come on here. It's been a really fun day. Got to talk to a lot of people, and I always love that. But the one thing that I really wanted to do today also, though, was to get outside and do my walk. And I kept thinking I was going to do it. Didn't happen. So I hate that. I usually have this non-negotiable walk. But it did not happen today. It's just the way it goes sometimes, though, right? Okay. Let's see what else we'll do here. I'm going to move this shadow over just a little bit over here. I'm wanting to get in with darker values everywhere, so I'm looking around trying to make a determination on where those darker values are that I want to depict. And then I'm not going to use all of the darker values. I was going to post my reference photo for you guys out here on the stream. I'll probably do that next time. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Good to see you out there on YouTube Live. Okay. Go back. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Yeah, I appreciate that. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, I would also appreciate that if you would subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. But yeah, like over there would be great. Thanks, Nancy, for mentioning that. All right. I do want to be a little bit careful with some of these values because I want this darkest value next to the eye and next to the nose. Maybe this value down here to be the darkest, and right there in the mouth, I want that to be dark. I don't want the side of the face to be as dark as those values, though. So I have to just remember that in my own mind that that's what I'm doing because my reference is a little bit different from that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is one version of the reference that I do like. So this part under here is a really dark value. Right up here is a dark value, and up here. So I'm okay with this value right here being as dark as this value, and even probably this value and this one. I'm not sure that I want the value of the ear, though, to be as dark as these, but this whole edge of the face, I want there to be a little bit of curve and dimension over there. And so I'm probably not going to, um, I'm not going to render that exactly the way that's shown right there, but we'll get close in that regard with the way that value sort of shifts a little bit quicker. It tapers a little quicker than what I want in that one area because of the light coming from the other direction. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see here. I do want to add some of this darker value over here. I want things to be a little less distinct on the side of the face, the side of the head, so the ears in particular, and some of the other areas. I want those to be less defined. So right in here, I want all of that to be less defined than what I'm looking at when I start noticing details up here towards the center of the face. Okay. It's a darker value right here. And right down. Let's see. Oops, got that wrong. That's when you love pastel matte. You can take it right off there. So nice. Is anybody working on any drawings while you're tuned in today? I know some of you guys do that. Okay, I'm going to add more down here. And then right there. I'll make an outline for right now, just so I don't lose where that edge is at the moment. I had the most wonderful conversation, though, today with one of the upcoming guests. Fred's over here on Facebook. He says he could. He says I can draw some conclusions. Uh, um, yeah, I had a great conversation with a podcast guest today. I can't wait for that one to come out. I think you guys will really enjoy hearing her perspective on things. This is so great. Okay. Looks like I went off the frame a little bit. Sorry about that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't. Nancy's asking if I'm going to give a hint about the guest. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to. I don't want to give that one away this time. Um, I'll put it this way: you're going to love it. All right. If you're in um, member circle over there in Monthly Sharpener, um, a lot of times, yeah, I'm being a tease. I'm sorry, but a lot of times, if you're in member circle, you will know. You'll have more of a clue who I'm talking about. A lot of times, can't remember if I put anything in there though about her or not. It is a female. That didn't give a whole lot away though, right? Seems like most colored pencil artists are females. But anyway, but I'm just excited because oh man, she just she was just fun to talk to and just explain things very well. So so I'm getting off the frame a little bit. Sorry about that. Go up here a little bit farther. Okay. This little area right here is slightly darker. I'll put a little more of this dark flush right there. There we go. Let's add a little more to that eyebrow right there. I don't want that real dark though, because this is all going to blend into the shadow over here. But a little bit. Okay. Now, we'll use this brush. It's not going to blend everything together real well, but it'll do some of it. And then we can go back over it later on too. Some of it will be uneven this time around. That's okay. On this paper, that's okay. Not so much on other papers. Some papers, it would be a bad problem to be this uneven with your application layer. I think I do want to tap this part back. I don't know how that got there, because that's supposed to be a little bit lighter. Right there. There we go. Hey, Claudette, over on YouTube Live. So you're asking about the pencil sharpener. I currently am using the AFMAT sharpener. So it's just the 2-hole electric sharpener, and it works quite well. Have you tried that one? So, Nancy, good question. You're asking about using a makeup brush. It really wouldn't do much. A makeup brush wouldn't. I'm using this brush because it's very stiff. It's very, very hard, stiff bristles. So, because of that, it's pushing against this surface. I'm really adding a lot of pressure when I'm pressing down on this. Because of this non-absorbent surface, I'm able to spread that out just a little bit when I do that. Um, you know, some very delicate tooth papers, you wouldn't be able to do that. You wouldn't be able to get away with doing that very easily. But on pastel mat, this cork surface that's being used, it works really well on. Look at that. You just made me go back over the whole thing. That was fun. Okay, let me grab these pencils again. One of them sharp still. So I'm going to look for some uneven areas just a little bit right in here. Yeah, you're welcome, Nancy. Yeah, on a non-absorbent surface, you can get away with adding, a lot of pressure. to the surface with that very stiff brush, and it works quite well. Oh, good deal, Claudette. Yeah, give that a shot. See if you like that pencil sharpener. I really enjoy it. Now it's darker right here. I don't want it to be as dark as that area over there closer to the nose, though, but nearly. I'm actually almost done with using this very dark pencil, establishing all these dark values, and then we can start working in some middle values, which is so fun doing the middle values. Okay. I never know how long I'm on here. I have to go back and look and see when I started. Here we go. So we've been on about 30 minutes. So Nancy, that was quick. Ordered that right away, did you? That's funny. Okay, I'm using a little sienna. Was using dark flesh, and I'm going to use sienna a little bit. Just looking for some of these areas that are like larger diffused edges where I've got a very indistinct edge going on. And just adding some of this sienna to it from Derwent Lightfast. It's nearly like the brightest area over in the shadows. It's at least going to be close to the brightest areas. And we can probably also add a little bit of the darker tones to the eye. You see, I like, let me see if it shows on here. Oh, Claudette. I'm sorry. I got the name wrong. I'm trying to listen to my Audible text to speech. Sometimes I get it wrong. So I got this little white area. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. I like that because it adds just a little bit of, you can see that little bit of highlight right there. And I do have that showing right there. So, okay. You'll have to let me know how you like that, Claudette. I hope it works for you. I really enjoy it. Now, let's see here. Okay. Adding some ultramarine violet. And what is this one? Ultramarine, I think. No, light cobalt blue, whatever. Okay. Don't ask me. I'm just grabbing colors, apparently. It's a blue. I know that. All right. Put a little down here as well. And on that side, over here, under here. Okay. We need a little bit right up here next to where that highlight is going to be. Ah, Claudette, thank you for the compliment, but I don't know how long you've been drawing, but I'm sure you will get there where you want to be if you keep practicing. I know you will. We all start where we start, and we all start at the beginning. And same for me. That's so. We often see the best work of somebody, and we think that somehow everything they do is just gold, and it's not. Not everything turns out. This may not. This may have problems. By the time I'm done, I may have a lot of things I've got to correct. But you just have to start, right? You start, and then you start figuring out what's working, what isn't. Okay, let's see here. I don't want this to be too dark, but it needs to have a little bit of darkness right there. Okay. A bit of red right in here. It's really a good red for these shadows. All right. And a little more of this. Okay, go back to that sienna. Apparently, I need another sienna pencil. We're getting low. Didn't realize that. There's a little area right here that sticks out just a little bit. Right there in that part of the skull. Right in there. Claudette you're asking if I have a favorite artist. Yeah, I have some artists that that I look up to, that I admire their work. One in the past is John Singer Sargent. I mean, that the work that he was able to accomplish, I just think is phenomenal. And I think in a lot of his paintings, he just made it look effortless. Just even I'm just talking about even the brush strokes. It made it look like, to me, like it was nearly accidental sometimes. So I just think that's masterful. People can do that. A little darker right there. And I don't want to go way too dark right there. I'm going to add a little bit of purple right in there. Now, this is mid ultramarine violet, I think. Nope, wrong again. Ultramarine violet. Okay. Oh, Carmen, how are you? Good to see you over here. Thank you. Carmen's over on Facebook. Okay. All right. Let's see. Good. Tell Andy hi, Carmen. It's exciting to see you over here live like that. So fun. I want to push this red right over here. I'm going to follow that little passage right there in the anatomy. I kind of hate to leave that a little undone, though, at the moment. So I want that to be just a little bit smoother than what I've got it right now. I'm happier with that. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, that zoomed out quite a bit. I don't even know if you guys can see what we were working on there, but maybe you can. I don't know. Okay. I can see it a little better now. All right. Let me just do this. I want that to communicate as something that's brighter, but I don't want it to be in competition with the eye. That's a little bit better, a little bit more of what I was wanting. Right in there. There's a little bit. Oh, it's up here. A little bit of that. That gland that you often see in eyelids, right in there. It sticks out just a little bit. Okay. Oh, thanks, Renee. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're getting something out of it. So I love that. Thanks for watching over there on Facebook Live. Okay, so this part goes sort of angled like that. And we're down in here and in that darkest area. Okay, I need to stop, and I'm still drawing, and I need to just put this down. I don't want to stop. You know how that is. If you're an artist, you could draw all night. But you'd be a wreck tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop for tonight. But we're getting there. It's slow. It's part of the fun, though, right? Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining today. And yeah, if you're over on Facebook and you are enjoying it, do me a favor and like the video. Appreciate that. And I'm coming out here each night, mostly each night, and working on it. And if you're over on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you would do two things or one or the other. Subscribe and or like the video. I would appreciate that very much. All right, guys, have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.